Welcome back to Narcissism Freedom, a space for healing, clarity, and truth after narcissistic abuse. If you've ever been left wondering why someone you cared for could be so cold, so manipulative, and so emotionally destructive, you're not alone. Many people who have been targeted by narcissists carry deep confusion and self-blame. But today we're going to explore a powerful truth. The narcissist is not strong. They are weak. And that weakness explains everything. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered why narcissists always seem to target kind, empathetic people? Why they latch onto your light, your energy, your love, only to drain it? The answer is not what they want you to believe. The truth is this: narcissists are not strong. They are not confident, powerful, or superior. In reality, the narcissist is weak. And that weakness drives everything they do. Narcissists create a mask, a false self, to convince the world and themselves that they are powerful, in control, and worthy of admiration. But beneath that mask lies deep insecurity, fear, and emotional emptiness. Their grandiosity is a cover for their internal fragility. That's why they react with rage to even the smallest criticism. That's why they manipulate, lie, and project. They're terrified of being exposed. When a narcissist targets you, it's not because you're weak. It's because you have something they don't. You have genuine light, authenticity, compassion, a solid sense of self. These are the very traits narcissists envy and fear. They want what you have, but they cannot create it for themselves. So instead, they take. Narcissists feed off the energy of others. They need constant validation to prop up their fragile ego. They crave attention, praise, and control. But it's never enough. No matter how much you give, they always want more, because underneath the surface, they feel like nothing. They use people as tools, not companions. You are never seen as a person with feelings, boundaries, or dreams. You are seen as supply, a source of emotional energy. And once your light began to dim under the weight of their manipulation, once you began to pull away or question them, they turned cold, cruel, or even vindictive. Because deep down, they can't stand to lose control. But their need to control is rooted in fear. Narcissists are afraid of abandonment, of being exposed, of feeling powerless. They wear their confidence like armor, but inside, they are fragile. That's why they avoid accountability. That's why they rewrite history. That's why they twist your words, blame you for their actions, and gaslight you until you question your own reality. It's all a smokescreen to keep you from seeing the truth. They are terrified of their own reflection. So they project their flaws onto you. They accuse you of being selfish when they're the ones who take without giving. They accuse you of being too sensitive when they are the ones who explode at the slightest offense. They accuse you of abandoning them, even after they discarded you emotionally long ago. It's a cycle of confusion, manipulation, and pain. And at the center of it is not power, but weakness. Emotional weakness. Spiritual weakness. A lack of inner foundation. You may have asked yourself, why me? Why did they choose me? The answer lies not in your flaws, but in your strength. Narcissists don't seek out broken people. They break strong people. They are drawn to light, warmth, generosity, and empathy. Because these are traits they cannot manufacture. They imitate them, but they don't feel them. So they target those who do. But here's the good news. Once you see their weakness for what it is, you begin to reclaim your power. You stop internalizing their projections. You stop accepting blame that was never yours to carry. You stop chasing their validation. You realize their rejection wasn't about your worth, it was about their fear. A narcissist fears authenticity because it reveals their falseness. They fear love because it exposes their inability to connect. They fear boundaries because they remind them that they are not entitled to take. And above all, they fear losing control because, without control, they feel like nothing. That is not strength. That is weakness. True strength is self-awareness. True strength is the ability to love without needing to dominate. True strength is accountability, empathy, and inner peace. You have that strength. You may feel broken now, but you are not weak. You are targeted precisely because you are strong. You have what the narcissist lacks, and that is why you became their obsession. But you can also become your own healing. When you stop focusing on the narcissist and turn inward, you begin to rebuild the connection with yourself that they tried to sever. You remember who you were before the gaslighting, before the manipulation, before the confusion. You reconnect with your intuition, your truth, your voice. You set boundaries, not as punishment, but as protection. You reclaim your energy, not to give it away again, but to nourish yourself. You begin to see the narcissist not as an all-powerful villain, but as a deeply insecure person who could not face their own pain. And then finally you let go. You let go of the need to make them understand. You let go of the hope that they'll change. You let go of the fantasy that they ever truly loved you. Because the most powerful thing you can do is not to expose the narcissist to others. It's to stop allowing them access to your soul. You walk away, not because you're angry, but because you're wise. You walk away, not to punish them, but to protect yourself. You walk away, because their weakness will no longer drain your strength. And in doing so, you step back into your light. So remember this, the narcissist is weak. They just want to take from you. But you are strong. You are whole. And your light cannot be destroyed. If this message spoke to you today, you're not alone. This channel is here to help you heal, reclaim your truth, and rise again with clarity and peace. Please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more support on your healing journey. New videos are posted regularly to help you find freedom, one step at a time. Until next time, take care of your soul. And remember, your light is sacred. Protect it.